Hello everybody and welcome to the Starcom Fanboy channel. I'm going to be talking about why Tyler Reddick is him. And this is not just coming off of the Dakota win. This is just coming off his whole career. Just his recent years in the top two divisions have just been so much potential. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be the next GOAT, but I am saying he's really good, and he's an elite driver ready for 2311 to let him show his potential. To start off, we have to, explain how he got here. It wasn't just his Xfinity starts that make it all, but they are a very key thing. So, to begin it, we're going to talk about his 2018 championship run. His 2018 championship run, anyways, the Xfinity, let's just get into it. 2 wins, good season. However, there was one little thing. He had quite a few DNFs. Yeah. He kind of just showed what's wrong with this whole race, this whole championship format. It's very flawed. And what he did was he won the first race at Daytona for the Xfinity Series, which locked him in. He was going to make the top 30 anyways, it doesn't matter. But then he finally kicks it up in the end of the season by the playoffs, and he wins the final race, giving him the champion. Look, he had a great season. He was running well a lot, but he really was not that consistent. The race is really just, you didn't really see that much out of it. JRM, Junior's team, eventually just dropped him, so he wasn't in the Hendrick program anymore. So he moved to 2019. In 2019, he moved to RCR, which is where he would kind of get his big break into the Cup Series later on. However, he was still with the Xfinity Series. In the Xfinity Series in 2019, he was just way better. You could see RCR really was the team that suited him the best. Sure, he was more of a aggressive driver. I wouldn't say he would be on Joey Logano, Ross Chastain level, but he would race you hard. Maybe Hamlin level. Kurt Busch, maybe. Not Kurt Busch 2000. We'll talk about Kurt Busch later on. But in this, he won the championship again. Yeah, again. Which I think is insane. To have, in this playoff system, to win 2 in a row is just mental. But just to know who he went up against, the top 3 drivers that would also rookie next year in the Cup were Cole Custer and Christopher Bell. Bell, I don't even need to tell you guys, he's already an elite driver. Went to the Final Four last year. But Cole Custer, I don't think a lot of people really care about his Xfinity Series stats. But in the lower series, he was kind of a monster. In this 2019 season, he got 7 wins. 7. But Tyler Reddick ended up beating them both for the championship. And not only did he beat them for the championship, he got more top 5s. 24 to the nearest person, Christopher Bell, to his 20. He was definitely Cup ready, which is why in 2020 he would debut, also with Christopher Bell. He didn't get the Rookie of the Year. That went to Cole Custer. However, Cole Custer kind of only got it because he got a win at Kentucky, which was kind of, in my opinion, a Mickey win. Harvick was obviously going to win that. But Reddick got 3 top 5s. He beat out Bell. In better equipment. But there's kind of one thing. Austin Dillon got 11th in the championship, 8 spots ahead of him. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't credit Austin Dillon for his whole career. He really isn't that bad of a driver. I think he's probably one of the best, in my opinion. Not the best, but the best for his ride. I know a lot of people are gonna shoot me in the comments. 3 people are gonna be watching this. But Austin Dillon is really a good benchmark. I feel like he's as good as his equipment is. And RCR had a pretty decent car that year, so he made it to the playoffs. He did beat Tyler Reddick, but this is a rookie. And let's just see what happens in 2021. I think a little bit changed, just a bit, maybe some things I wonder who made the playoffs and who didn't. Well, Austin Dillon and Tyler Reddick had to duel it out for the final spot. And it would eventually go to Tyler Reddick, who got 13th in the championship. Austin Dillon really was very consistent in 2021, and he put up a formidable fight. So this is a pretty good feat that Tyler Reddick in his sophomore year beat Austin Dillon. At that point, who already was on his 5th season, I feel. Wasn't he? I don't remember, but I think he was on his 5th season. He didn't beat Christopher Bell, one of his other sophomore drivers that he was going up against. But he did beat Cole Custer, who was in 26th. Now, Cole Custer didn't have the best year, but it's something at that point. Now, 2021 is where we start to see Reddick just go insane. 2022, my bad. He gets 3 wins. His first win at Road America, where he outdueled Chase Elliott. Yes, at a road course. At Road America to get his first win. That's really impressive. The road course master. He outdueled him. Then he went to IndyCar on the Indy road course and outdueled Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain and Trackhouse were deadly on the road courses. Ross Chastain won early at Coda. Sure, he wasn't legal for a car in the Indy road course, but the RCR car driven by Tyler Reddick outdueled Ross Chastain. Then we saw Austin Dillon get a kind of a lucky win with the help of Tyler Reddick to get into the playoffs. That's why Austin Dillon got a better standing position than Tyler Reddick. Reddick got 3 wins compared to Austin Dillon's 1, but due to the playoffs kind of being inconsistent, Austin Dillon got the better standing. Top 5s for that season for Tyler Reddick were 10. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just to tell you how much that 10 was, he beat the likes of Harvick, he beat Kyle Busch, he beat Suarez, he beat Briscoe, he easily beat Austin Dillon, he beat Denny Hamlin, William Byron. That's insane. And Joey Logano, the Cup champion, he only had 11 top fives, just one more than Tyler Reddick. And now we see him going into the 2023 season. He kind of had a little bit to go on the first two races, but definitely the pace was there. Las Vegas, he was running top 10 very well. He looked pretty fast. But at Coda was when he really shined. Him and Byron were the two best guys out there. And Byron didn't bring it home. Tyler Reddick did. And we saw recently at Bristol Dirt, Christopher Bell just edged out Tyler Reddick. And in my opinion, Reddick would have won if there was more time. So I think Toyota was just so smart, and they got Kurt Busch to help mentor Tyler Reddick, and I do believe Tyler Reddick may be an elite driver. You know what? Not maybe. He is going to be. He might even be the most elite, one of the best drivers on the grid right now. I think he is Kurt Busch 2000s level. I think he's going to have a similar statistical career as Kurt Busch in the early 2000s. I don't think he's going to have those anger issues and explode like Kurt Busch did, but he will 100% be an elite driver like Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is mentoring him, and I really think Reddick will, at the very least, fight for a championship. I very much believe that he can, and 2311, he will guide them to that first championship. He's basically in a Joe Gibbs car. So, Tyler Reddick really is him.